From the bottom traders, here we are again. Check it out. So right here, we have the weekly trade tracker. This is one tool that you will be saying, how have you been doing your trading without this? I'm telling you, this is what's going to help everything be so much easier. It's going to help you, give you a plan, give you something to follow. If you do not have a plan, then man, it's gonna be tough trading. All right. So I already have it up here. Daily percentage. This thing is gonna help you come with a whole plan. I'm telling you. Watch. So daily percentage. How much do you want to make a day? How much do you want to make a day? All right. Just think about it. What will be good for you? This is your compound plan. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put 5%. I want to get 5% a day. All right. So I'm gonna go over here and in my deposits area, I am on the very first one. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put, let's say, $100. Once I put that $100, it's gonna immediately start giving me a plan for making 5% a day. All right. Boom. It's gonna tell you projected daily total earning for that day. All I gotta do is make $5, just $5, and I'm good. All right, and then it's gonna tell me my daily target. All I need is just $5. That's it. My account should be at the least $105 at the end of my trading day. All right. So I want to go ahead and go over here to the right just to show you what else this thing has done. It gives you projected amounts. Your amount is gonna be over here projected and on the date. All right. But to get even deeper, right? To get even deeper, this thing gives you a plan for 60 days. All right. It's gonna give you your plan for 60 days. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put some check boxes over here so you can check the box off and keep it moving. So in 60 days, you should have $1,867 with doing 5% a day. In 2 months, starting with $100, 5% a day, you should have $1,000, 867. All right. So that's the start of that. But then we also have other calculations this thing will give you. It will give you your actual earnings and your earnings over projected. What else, man? This thing here is crazy. Uh Projected earnings and then your projected total balance. And we say projected because sometimes you might make less, sometimes you might make more. But this is what is expected for you to have on these dates, okay? So let's go ahead and go all the way back over here to the meat and potatoes of this thing. This is the field, all right? So on the 29th, I deposited $100. My projected daily total earnings is $5. And my daily target, I need to have at least $105 at the end of my trading phases. So right here, you can pick whether you won, you lost, you broke even, or it was an off day for you. Okay. And that's another thing too. I'm so sorry. I gotta go ahead and add this right now, right? A lot of these calculations are based off of a 5-day trading week. Why? Because you should want to give yourself some type of rest. It is not good to sit here and do this stuff all day, every day. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Sitting here staring at charts and stuff, it's not really that healthy. All right. I don't think it is. But if you can handle it, go right ahead. Be my guest. But I know me, I like to take a day off and enjoy the fact that I have a skill that is going to make me some money. All right. So these calculations are based off of a 5-day trading week, but it don't matter what days you trade. As long as you trade 5 days out of those 7, this is what you should get. All right. So let's go ahead and go back over here. So let's go to, okay, here we go. This is where I left off at. So you can pick here whether you had an off day, you won, you lost, whatever the case may be, the result for whatever happened that day. So I'm going to say I won. And for educational purposes only, let's say I got exactly what my daily target was. All right. That 105. So once I put that in there, it's going to give me the projected daily total earnings for my very next day. All right. So for my next day, I should be going for a profit of $5.25, and my target for my ending account balance should be $110.25. Like I said, we're compounding, guys. We're compounding. So let's say let's say I ended my account in, this is for educational purposes only. Please, I hope nobody actually tries this, but let's say I I ended the day with $500. I was only supposed to get just $5.25, and my account balance should have been $100 and I'm sorry, $110.25. But like I said, for educational purposes only, let's say I end up blowing that thing up to $500. Guess what happens? Now it's going to give you the calculations for the next day to keep your compound and to get your at least your 5% on that $500. So it's going to show you your projected total earnings, $25, daily target. Your target is to be at $5.25. Okay. So let me go ahead and put that. That was a win. So boom. And then this one right here, we haven't, okay, just eh, technically we haven't done it yet. So let's say if I lost. Okay, so we're gonna say I lost $100, 400. All right, I lost $100. All right, I lost. So what did it do? Now it's gonna give me the projected 5% off of that $400. Okay, so it's constantly compounding wherever your account last left off. But it's gonna be up to you to say, hey, I'm ahead. I don't even have to trade today. You don't even have to trade today. You can just stop. You're ahead by, man, some weeks. Some weeks. If you were to sit here and turn that $110 into 500, you are well above water, my friend. All right. So let's continue with the examples. So 420. All right. 420. 425. All right. Let's just say I made 425. It's going to continue like so. All right. One. And then let's say right here. So we already traded 4 days. Let's say if we want to take an off day. Off day. All right. So what would we do here? You would put here what you had at the end of that day. So even though you didn't trade that day, you can go in here and say, hey, 425. All right. You wanted to be off all the way into the next week. All right. So we're gonna say off day is still 425. Another off day, 425. All right. It's just gonna bring it down continuously. All right. When you get to Monday, that's when you could continue again. All right. Your projected daily total earnings, $21.25, and your daily target for that day is to have $446.25 in your account. Okay. So that's that part. Now let's go ahead and go over to this next column. All right. So I kind of should have been doing this as I was going along, but I was so excited. I wanted to show you guys that this thing compounds for you. All right. But here is RT versus no RT. It is important for you to journal your feelings, how you're feeling, okay? It is important for you to do that. It is very important. So, a part of that is revenge traded, over leveraged, you used your binary compass or a mixture, or it was an off day for you. So if you revenge traded, regardless if it worked out for you or if it didn't, let it be known. In order for you to know where you're going, you got to know where you've been. All right. So if you revenge traded, let it be known. If you over leverage, meaning you did not use the binary compass and you were putting in a whole lot more for one trade, more than what you should have been, you know, let it be known. This is for you. This is not for me. This is for you to grow and to be a better trader. We want to keep good habits. So let's say I revenge traded that day. This day I used strictly the binary compass. Strictly, I did strictly the binary compass. All right. Over leverage. And that's why I end up losing. Here, let's say it was a mixture. Sometimes I might start off with the binary compass, but then I may lose a couple trades and then I end up revenge trading. Well, you can let that be known to yourself. It was a mixture, you know. Pat yourself on the back. You started out strong with the binary compass, but then you kind of withered away and end up doing a couple over leveraging trades. You know what I'm saying? Revenge trading, basically. That's what that really is. Revenge trading. So let's say mixture. And then right here is off day. You can click in your off days. All right. There will be updates to this stuff, but this is, just the very beginning. So here is where you could put your screenshots. I will make a tutorial on how to do that. Here would be the phases. How many phases did you do? And what you would do is you could go back here and you'll see that these are the phases. How many phases did you do? Hold on, let me slow down for a little bit, let it catch up. All right, so I did 3 phases. All right, well, you want to go ahead and let it be known. 3 phases. All right, trades won. Oh man, I got something real good for you guys on this here. For trades won, trades lost, and your win percentage for that day. I have something in store for you all. I will do a tutorial on it, on how to even get this information in here. All right. So be patient, sit back, and just take in the basics on these tutorials that I'm giving you, and you will see. All right. And I don't know if you see it or not, but if you go all the way over here, there we go. You can see that the actual earnings end up coming out, and the earnings over projected. So it was only projected for a certain amount, and I end up making $297 over that. But my actual earnings is 325. All right. So boom, that played out. So here, where it says screenshot, what I usually do is I take a screenshot, I save it to my Google Drive, and from that Google Drive, it'll give you a link to that picture. And you can copy and paste that picture and put it into that cell so that it'll be there. It can be viewable by you or whoever. All right. That's just any screenshot of the trades you took or the progress you did for that day, any of that good stuff. All right. So I'm gonna stop this right here and go ahead and get to the next part. I don't want to make these videos too long. I don't want nobody falling asleep on me, but see you next episode. Peace.